Clara. A vigil against forgetting, Clara refused to accept the easy narrative. Liam was too careful, too skilled. She built mapped every detail, interviewed witnesses, and became her own detective. She lived in limbo, caught between grief and hope, refusing to let Liam and Sean become just names on a plaque. The Marsha's Secret. 4 years later, two teenagers, Maya and Ben, birdwatchers and accidental detectives, stumbled across a half-submerged boat in a saltwater marsh. The registration numbers, faded but legible, matched the Osprey. The legend was real. The grave had been found. Detective Thorne, now retired, was called back. The Osprey was exhumed and sent to the State Forensic Lab, where Dr. Aries Thorne, a pollen expert, uncovered a stunning twist. The boat's deepest layers were packed with pollen from a rare pine found only 150 miles inland in the Cascade foothills. For years, the boat hadn't been at sea. It had been hidden in a landlocked valley. A journey into the mountains. The investigation shifted from the ocean to the forest. Detectives mapped the pollen's origin, combed property records, and searched the shoreline of Grayback Lake. There, in a collapsing trapper's shed, they found Liam's denim, a wooden puffin carved by Sean, and 2 shallow graves. Forensics revealed Liam had been killed by a high-caliber hunting rifle. A spent .22 shell casing pointed to a second, smaller victim. The tragedy was no longer a maritime accident. It was a double homicide. A man behind the shadow. The breakthrough came from old-fashioned police work. An elderly crabber mentioned Silas Croft, a struggling fisherman whose fortunes changed days after the brothers vanished. He owned both rifles, hunted in the basin, and had deposited $8,000 in cash right after the disappearance. Confronted on his boat, Silas broke. He confessed, caught illegally gill-netting. He panicked when Liam threatened to report him. He shot Liam, then kidnapped Sean, hiding him in the mountain shed. Days later, fearing exposure, he returned and killed Sean with the .22. The boy had survived for 2 days, alone and terrified, before being executed. The truth hurts more than the unknown. Silas Croft was arrested, sentenced to life without parole. The community reeled. But for Clara, the truth was a double-edged sword. She learned her husband's death was not a random act of nature, but a preventable act of desperation. She learned her brother-in-law